Howdy, and welcome to the Lunch Table Podcast, where we love everybody who loves on the spectrum. See why we love all love on the spectrum? And let me introduce my man who's newly found himself. That's right, my right-hand man, Mr. Google himself, Drew. They call me a flipper snake. Lotsonizer!
Flipper
You're a little snake.
Sneak around the grass for a strike.
Oh, snaky snake.
Want to see my snake?
Flipper.
Take my shed of skin on my snake. Careful with bites.
And your host with the most.
Buck teeth.
You don't know whether to laugh or feed me a carrot.
That's funny, because it's around Easter.
Well, if I have buck teeth, just saying. I saw someone with buck teeth the other day, and I had the urge to feed him a carrot. Just like a horse. Nice. Or a bunny. Yeah. Carl Jones! We all get weird urges on the show. That's why we love everybody on the spectrum.
You get one hole to stick your finger in. Where's it going?
Nose.
Any hole.
Let's get into it. The nose hole, Drew. The nose hole. Where are you sticking your finger?
Prairie dog hole.
Really?
Yeah.
Stopping it? You think that will stop it? It'll just come around it.
I got a big finger. I think
I'll just around it.
It doesn't have to have any type of effect. It just goes in.
You just want to...
Whose nose?
My nose. Or your nose.
That's boring.
Well, yeah, that's fine. The other things...
Whoa.
You
need to
Who's prairie dog?
Africa's.
Dickerlick prairie dog.
Are prairie dogs in Africa? Lick.
Lick?
Yeah.
I don't know where a prairie dog comes from. I don't know. They ride with a warthog.
What's your best
if
guess?
Disney has taught me anything, they hang out with warthogs.
Is that your best guess?
I would be Timon.
Yes. No, I was saying, where do you
would have to be Puma.
Why?
Because you fart like he does.
You fart just as much as I do.
Also, I'm bossy like Timon.
No, I'm bossy now too.
No, you're not.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No, you were.
Mm-hmm.
It's because of the song.
I said, get over here
I
right now.
wasn't
And you
sad.
I said, get over here right now. And you said, I'm coming.
I was a sad warthog.
You were never sad?
What?
You were never sad in
Not
life?
like a warthog.
Okay. What the hell is going on?
We haven't used it in a while. You gotta love it. You gotta give it attention. We love you. We love you.
I don't want to sign into my account.
Work. Don't make us sign in. Let us be a mystery. Isn't it better when you don't know?
I don't want to sign in. I just want to do what I want to do when I want to do it. Is that warthog mentality? No.
Yes.
That's meerkat.
that's straight up meerkat, bitch.
Oh, that's the difference. I don't know what the difference between... What's the difference between meerkat?
No, you were supposed to look up where they come from.
Yeah. A meerkat and a prairie dog. I want to look at...
They're probably the same family. Drew trying to save himself from having to do some more editing with the poo.
What poo?
The ding. The dings.
Why is this being so difficult? I don't want to know the difference between that and... Oh, gosh.
Google knows what you want to know, dude. It's telling you what you need to know.
Meerkats are carnivores from Africa, and prairie dogs are herbivores from North America.
You were so far wrong.
You were too.
I wasn't close.
You related it to Africa. Don't take the moral high road with me. I'm just as bad as you are.
All I know is this will make a great
I
clip.
didn't bring you down to my level.
This is going to make a great clip, and the internet will decide who was right. Trust me, they'll leave comments.
Really? Timon was eating, like, other things?
Yeah, well, bugs. He didn't. Remember, they went on a strict bug diet.
That's an insectivore. This says carnivore.
Yeah, but he was weird, dude.
I'm imagining...
He got kicked out. He got kicked out of his freaking family? Is that what they're called? Their little group? I don't know what it was.
I'm just imagining, like, Timon just T-Rexing into a gazelle.
I was so scared. I was so scared what you were going to say with ripping the hole open, face down. You were talking about prairie talking.
Now that's a hole to stick your finger in.
Drew, what are we doing today, dude?
Spilling on myself, obviously. We're going to talk about some stuff.
You like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's okay.
Yeah.
What's funny is I have a vanilla coffee pouch in my mouth.
Yeah.
So it's like a vanilla coffee
Coke? Yeah.
They should make that.
That would be real good, yeah.
It's like vanilla is the main thing, so it kind of tastes like a vanilla Coke in my mouth.
Like I said, the Dr. Pepper one,
still pretty good.
The Dr. Pepper one's a lot better.
Yeah.
But, dude, for 10 calories.
10 calories.
And, like, no sugar. And it's not artificial sugar, people.
Could be.
No, it doesn't. No. It says it right on the can.
Just because it says natural, it doesn't mean it's not artificial. That they label as natural. What if
agave nectar?
Oh. That's not natural.
That's
not natural.
No, that can't be natural.
Regardless, what we're doing today is we are going to talk about some of the stuff that's been going on in our life. As you heard from our last episode, I kind of pulled the veil up a little bit and said that we were
flashing.
We were fooling. We were fooling a little bit.
Yeah.
We had some extenuating circumstances that needed to mean that we recorded a few episodes ahead of time. And typically, that is not what CJ and I try and do. No. We try and be up to current dates and just as much fun one day to the next as we normally are.
That's true. Usually we try not to box ourselves in. Let's be real. We mess up and we get lazy with it, and then it's like, oh, we only planned one.
That's true. Yeah.
We only planned one.
I went for the positive spontaneity, but okay. So, as you guys kind of probably figured, a few of our episodes have been booked in the past. We've recorded a few episodes that
little video magic.
Right. Still some content for you, but as our normal lives were treading water in the background, we're going to catch you up on that. Mm-hmm. Some of the stuff that's been going on, some of the fun stuff, some of the bad stuff, some of the good stuff, some of the weird stuff. Since
we recorded, we had a bunch. We have lived quite a little bit, and we got stuff that we want to get off our chest a little bit. So you're going to hear just about us today.
Right.
It's ketchup day.
Can I be mustard?
You can be mustard.
Spinach slide.
We can't be those people, dude.
What?
There's enough white people making us look bad. We can't join them. We can't. Mayonnaise.
My mind goes to the lady that killed her daughter and now she's on TikTok.
What lady?
Casey Anthony.
Oh, she got away with it?
Yeah.
Dang.
Well, no, I think she went to jail for
just a little bit or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a little slap on the wrist.
But now
like, but sir, she's too hot to put away. I do want a piece of that.
Not though.
The crazy ones, I don't know, they must suck mean, you know? They got to do something to get off.
Finish that statement. Suck mean what?
Beef jerky. Sticks.
Stick or lick, beef jerky.
Oh, I'm licking it. It's
good.
Beef jerky, dude. It's
good.
I hope it's teriyaki.
Our friend is going to just knock you out of the way and take it out. Gonna hockey bash you into the wall. My beef jerky, bitch.
I know the people that make beef jerky. They're friends of mine. They're good people.
Good for you. Good for you. You've been
They're
working
good
on
people. That? No, not really. But I did see where he told Italy that we've been great friends since the ancient Roman times, and that cracked me up. America and us been great friends.
Italy?
Yeah, Rome. Yeah. Yeah, America and Rome have been great friends.
Okay, 1942 was just not a thing.
We weren't even there during those great civilizations of Rome. America wasn't a thing yet.
No, I'm talking about like World War II when we were not friends
at all. At all. Yeah. But they whoopsied there, they apologized, I think.
Also, one of the other things that I noticed is when we're not hanging out with each other, it's like we get blue balls.
In which way?
Where it just kind of builds up and builds up and builds up until it
builds up?
Until it is able to come out.
What? What is able to come
out? We are able to come out.
Our true selves? Or what we created for this?
No. What I'm getting at is
I want glitter on my hands when I do that, by the way.
Fuck you. When we shoot every week,
I
don't know if it kind of gets stagnant or whatever, but then like when we're not around each other all the time, that's why I can never live with you.
Because, well, I'm moody.
Yeah.
I'm a moody bitch.
Yeah.
That's why.
It's okay.
I know.
Tell me your first story, bud.
Okay. So I recently moved. I recently got a new apartment. Now I live right behind where I work. It's great.
Not going to get shot in the face?
Not going to get shot in the face anymore. Moved to a better neighborhood. Got a garage. All the fun stuff. Same city. But I'll tell you, dude, moving. Anytime you move, you realize you have a lot more shit than what you think. Mm-hmm. And even after we moved, several weeks later, I'm like, oh, I think we left this and this and this. And even though we went back to the house 4 or 5 times, the other apartment, went back to the old apartment. I'm like, hey, I think we forgot this. Realized we forgot, like, some stuff in some little drawers or whatever. But honestly, most of the move was pretty easy.
Yeah.
Most of the move was
You
pretty
took care
easy.
of a lot of it yourself.
I did. A lot of little boxes. And I didn't have too much things, just junk. So a lot of it I could have just thrown away. I think that's what I like when you move. You got to go through your stuff, and it forces you to throw shit away that normally you just shove in a box and go, I'll deal with it later. And then later never comes until you move.
Do you remember me telling you about the shoe garage or the shoe garbage bin?
Yes.
Like, there was a lot of shoes in there that I really miss, but there's a lot of shoes that I probably should have gotten rid of 4 or 5 years ahead of time.
Yeah.
But now I don't have to worry about it. It's on a side of a road somewhere.
I think somewhat because our parents grew up with the poor mentality. We got it, so we don't want to throw some stuff away because we're like, we could use it.
That kind of, going back to my statement here, anytime my shoes were beat to shit, my mom would throw them away.
Ah, well, never mind.
But, like, that's kind of like she was on top of it.
Right. Dude, what was weird to me?
Zig-Tex. I couldn't have my Zig-Tex thrown away.
This is another weird thing to me. When I was getting ready to move, I was surprised how many people were willing to help me move.
Yeah.
Dude, you, Jared, like I had people out of the woodwork hit me up like, oh, I heard you're moving, you need help? Like, no, dude, I got too much help. I got too much. I don't need like 10 dudes there.
You could have done it in like an hour.
I could have, but what's the fun in that? I got nothing better to do. I'll move it. It's okay.
And to be fair, you have a new car, to where you were able to. It's more of an SUV.
Yeah, it's like a mini SUV.
So you're able to have more stuff in the back than you could have in your car.
Exactly.
With your old car, you threw a couple bowling balls in there, you'd be filled up.
That's it. Yeah, like 2 items would have filled it up. Now these seats can actually fold down and have a lot more stuff. But my parents were real big on. They knew I was moving. They're like, when you moving? When you moving? Do you need help? Yeah, man. And I'm like, no, I don't need help. You guys live like 27 minutes away. Well, we've moved in. Everything went great.
You have a friend that lives 5 minutes down the road and a friend that lives 7 minutes down the road.
And I couldn't, dude, they were so upset. My dad was actually like a little hurt.
That he didn't get to help?
That we were moved in and we didn't call them for help or nothing. And I was like, you guys live 27 minutes away, and it would have just taken longer for you guys to get here. Like, by the time you got here, we would have been done. There's no point in calling.
Wait, well, I mean,
I think
maybe they got to snip through your stuff.
No, I think what it is they were like, just realize, like, oh, they really don't need us.
Oh,
Well, yeah, I'm
adult.
33. It's about time you realize I am 33 years old. Oh, dude. And then the best part is finding out why this apartment is even available. So the people moved out. We moved in with like a week, not even after they moved out. So the landlord's all happy. But it was like a family. Now, it's a 2-bedroom apartment.
Okay.
But it was a family with 3 kids.
Oh.
And
they all share the same bedroom?
I don't know.
I'm assuming parents and then the kids?
I have no idea. Because my landlord was telling me, like, they had to replace the floor in the bathroom once. Because I had a leak today, remember? I was telling you about that leak. So he's telling me, like, they had problems with the floor and it leaking through one time. He was like, but he told me, I'm pretty sure they weren't using a shower curtain with 3 kids.
Well, there's a lot of baths going on at that time.
Yeah, that too. You never know. But the shower head doesn't work either.
Do you remember when you switched from shower to bath? Or bath to shower?
What age? No.
Yeah.
No, but I'll tell you, I had to go back since my shower head isn't working. I've been having to take baths, and I hate it.
I suctioned into the bathtub.
Just get stuck. Help! Help!
That was a number of years ago. We're not going to talk about that.
Pull you out. You're still the same shape as the tub on the back.
No, I like suctioned in and couldn't get out. Like a plunger that just...
Oh, dude, I found out so much stuff about this. So first I heard...
First off, going back, when did we watch that video about telling you needed to put on deodorant in school?
Oh, geez.
4th grade?
Yeah, 4th grade.
That's probably when I started taking showers.
Yeah, around 4th grade or so. So to go back, right? I'm hearing all this kind of stuff about the people in the apartment. When I got there, there's a couple weird things. The stove. It's an all electrical stove. Everything was unplugged in the whole stove. Like the little I don't know, the toppers, all unplugged. Just didn't even work. I had to plug them all in. I'm sitting there like, you got 3 kids and all these are unplugged? Were you not cooking? Are you just paying DoorDashing food for freaking 5 people every day? That has to be expensive.
Yeah.
That has to be really expensive.
Or you microwave all your stuff.
Yeah, you could.
You growing up, you did. I mean, that happened a lot with you.
None of the outlets in the kitchen nor the dining room worked.
Oh.
That's what I said too. Oh.
So your lamps worked.
Yes. So the lamps worked. So the electric was getting to it, but none of the outlets worked. Which I'm sitting there once again. You got 3 kids, and none of these outlets work. What are you doing?
Maybe the dude was an electrician. Didn't want the kids sticking their fingers in.
I don't know.
That's when you get those little plastic covers.
Yeah, exactly. And a couple of them did have the plastic covers or
pull
whatever.
Out when you don't have nails. So.
And there's some with the doors. Those are a little bit better. Just a couple other odd things. And then I found out through my job that the people who live there, like every weekend or every other, I guess every so often, they would have to go there for domestic disputes.
Oh, shit.
Yes. And what's crazy is 4 houses down because it's a townhouse, so there's like 5 houses all connected.
It's a cop. Please tell me it's a cop.
Yeah, it's a cop. 4 houses down to the right is a cop. Into town. So it's not like a cop who works out of town. He works into town. And he was
got to be an easy call though. Just walk 4 houses or 4 doors down.
The cop that's there, right? Noticed that I moved in too, because whoever I was cutting hair happens to know this guy, and he was telling me, he was like, "Yeah, I noticed a new kid moved in. He's a Browns fan. That's another fucking thing I need in here, a Browns fan." And I was like, "Oh, dude, I'm about to deck my whole outside.
Do it.
Flags and everything of Brown stuff." I
Do it.
was like, I'm gonna be a douche.
I'm gonna get you an $800 just embroidered lawn blanket.
I always wondered, like when
30 feet by 30
when I would go to work, since this is right behind, I would always see that cop car parked there, somewhat in the middle of the day, here and there. Like, why is he parked right there? I knew he lived in one of those before I even moved there.
Mm-hmm.
But then I found out like really what he's doing, and he's a shy, He's a shy pooper. So
I took that as.
I think it's funny because if he
I took that as the G in LGBTQ.
Oh no. No, he's a shy. I guess he's a shy pooper. So I already know if he ever kind of gives me a little crap, I'm just gonna
give him crap back.
Give him crap back about it. Like, oh, so what are you doing with my tax dollars? Here, just sitting at your house.
You shitting on the job?
You pooping on the job?
Home bowl?
Huh? Is you going home to poo?
That's actually a really fun question. Now that you have another one, I want to know, what is your favorite home bowl?
Home bowl?
Yeah. What was your favorite toilet to poop in?
Oh, this
out of all the places that you lived, was it when you lived with Jared, when you lived with your mom, at your old mom's house, at your dad's house, at your old house, or
my last place was a little too small. It kept giving me numb butt. It was hard to poop on there without like losing control of your legs and not knowing how you're getting out of that situation.
Yeah,
you're like, oh my god, and you'd have to like hope to God your legs would work, even though you can't feel anything in them. Like, and then hold on to the rod, stand up, and be like, please just give me my feeling of my legs back. So that one's out. That one's gone. The new one's much bigger, nicer to sit on. Takes forever to flush though. Like, it's one of those you flush and it just, and then it's like, oh man, is it backing up because you haven't heard it flush yet? And then it goes.
We're too good at that.
And I was like, oh dang, okay. My mom's was a little bit.
Your mom's is like on a stool.
Oh, you mean in her personal
like her
bed.
actual
Yeah, it's
bathroom?
like on a throne. Right. Yeah, it's like on its own little step
there's
up.
There's nothing around it.
I can take my feet dangle. Like as I'm pooping, my feet don't touch anything. And I'm like, who would want this?
I went to you guys' house one time to go swimming, and that was the bathroom that I was designated to change in. I looked over and I see like the sun coming in on this throne. I was like, I didn't have to take a poop when I walked in here, but now I do.
Now I want to. I want to take a ride. So, like, dude, it's just it's funny just figuring out all about the little ins and outs of this.
I didn't get an answer. Which one's your favorite home bowl?
Oh, probably Jared's. At the end of the day, now that I think about it, it was just
in the corner.
Yeah, but it was new, and it sat up good.
Okay.
It was a good one flusher. It was like a brand new toilet. Really, the one at the shop's not bad either. I like that one too. So if I really, I guess, have to, and I don't want to use the slow flush, I'll just walk over to the shop, and go poop there.
My favorite one was when it was clean. Was my pink house, my college house.
Oh, really?
I really liked that toilet. It was old and it had like a real hard wood toilet seat. Yeah.
Yeah. How many times was it clean though?
That was my stipulation. As long as it was clean, that was the best one.
So you hope somebody move?
I did hope somebody move. One of our buddies. Mm-hmm. Coincidentally on your bowling team.
That's
used
true.
to be on my bowling team. Used to go to high school with us. Genuinely related to us. Mr. John Heyman.
Mr. Heyman, sniper!
He was going through kind of a rough breakup.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. It's something that I've been pushing him towards, and then when he talked to you, you're going to push him towards. All of bowling season for a while.
It's not that we pushed him towards it. We just kind of realized that we kind of made him realize that there could be life after it. When you get into a relationship, you're so pent up with wondering if you can make it work after the relationship. I did it. I know you probably did it too, to where you're like, my life is going to end after this relationship.
It's going to be a lot different.
Right. And it is going to be different, but it's not going to be bad.
Yep. Different's not always bad. It's just different.
Right. So you kind of gave him some positive reinforcement that, hey, man, you're not happy. You need to get out of there.
Yep.
And I said the same thing, but where mine was a little extra, I said, hey, man.
Hey, man. Heyman?
Yeah. Hey, dude. I don't really have anybody to live with me right now. I said, I don't need somebody to live with me. I said, but I have the opening. If you want it and you need somewhere to go afterwards, let's do a trial run. See if you want to come over and live in my guest bedroom.
CJ hasn't been around as much. Right. I got blue balls.
That was our statement. Don't you let me know.
Take your lick, blue balls.
My blue balls or somebody else's blue balls?
Blue balls. Sounds like he's home.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dick.
Do you think if you touched it, the top would squirt?
No, I mean it's just
like they're so blue and ready to go. It's like a pimple. Just a touch of it.
It's just like sticking them together. Just
like some weapon.
But yeah, so he moved in, and we've had some learning
curves, huh?
Yeah.
Yep. Learning to live with someone's never easy.
Right. We're both very nice to each other, so it
helps.
Yeah.
Well, and you both are very blunt.
Yeah.
People, so that helps because your feelings don't get hurt.
Right.
And you both need someone blunt.
Right.
Where sometimes if you get someone who's scared to be blunt with somebody who needs someone to be blunt, it can be a bad situation.
Right.
It's like the one's dropping hints, they're mad that you're not catching hints, and it's like, well, you just need to be blunt with me.
Right.
Treat me like an ass.
I've lived with women for a long time where it's nice to live with a dude.
Talking about this while we're talking about Heyman. Might as well hit up what happened in bowling. So, anybody who's been wondering, I know everybody's been wondering how I've been doing at bowling. I know everybody cares.
Let me
county, though.
Let me hit some of your highlights here.
Yes.
It's the end of the season.
End of the season. Great.
So you're going to learn the details about what happened, and then you won't have to learn it. So be excited about that.
Oh, that too. And I'm just happy to be done with the season because 32 weeks is a long freaking time.
Yeah, and you do like 4 different ones. 2 different ones.
I do too, yeah. But I was running to one. Not doing that anymore. That's all done. So that's going to be nice. But one league is over so far. We got to the end, but we finished last. So we were 4th place out of the 4 teams. But you know what?
4th place?
We tried.
That's a participation medal.
Yes, it is. Went to Mercer. And we were the reigning champs, so we didn't. We got there to try to defend it, but we did not do good. Went to county, so everybody in our little county in bowling ended up winning teams, ended up winning all events, and I shot the highest series there. So I crushed there. But, you know, out of all the money I put in, I only won about $400 back, close to $5. Almost not worth it. I almost felt like it wasn't worth it. I won all these several, and I placed high in other categories. Only this much back. It was $100 to join.
Oh, yeah.
So again, not worth it. I make more money down at transfer there with the 9-pin no tap.
Just knocking stuff down.
Knocking
it down.
That's it. Drew, you're about to get into golfing, so
I am.
They're going to have to listen to you and your strokes. You already talked about stroking.
Little water hazards.
All the sand.
A little bit of rough.
You're going to be like, I hate this course. It's filled with all these dog legs and sand traps and rough greens. We'll both have gay shirts, but different reasons.
Yeah. I'm going to be highlighter pink polos.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. With like a weird retarded duck on it or something.
Okay. I don't know why your mind went to retarded ducks.
Maybe right on the...
Can we make that a logo?
we good for a shirt?
Polo, just like a Lacoste crocodile, but that?
And then, could you imagine when it, you know how they do the shirts in real small with the logo all over them? Yeah. Just that? Just, it look like a polka dot, they get real close, just a return dot. That should be our shirt ideas. Really born drawn whiteboard stuff.
Yes, we're gonna do that. He's got to take care of our favorite stuff here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm getting into golf and kind of excited about that. I went and bought a whole bunch of new clubs. New to me.
Yeah. That's the way to do it.
I've just been going to a whole bunch of different Salvation Armies and Goodwills and thrift shops.
That's where
and stuff
a lot of the golfers I've known over the years, that's what they said they've gotten some of their best clubs.
Yeah.
Because people will donate them not knowing what their husband or whoever had.
Right.
There you go.
Funny, one of your guys from bowling, I was actually there to talk to like 2 or 3 other different people, and they all referred me back to this one guy. And he is very big into golfing. He's really good at golfing. And he goes, yeah, just come in someday and I'll give you everything you need.
Huh?
I went, oh, okay. I still kind of want to do it myself. But
yeah.
I called him and I said, hey, I'm ready to come down and get everything going. And he goes, okay, what day do you want to set this up? And we set up a certain time. He goes, how long do you want? An hour or half hour? I said, I think we'll do a half hour. I'm still healing from surgery. He goes, yeah, no, I'm not gonna mess with that then. He goes, you sit at home and finish your shit, then come to me. I went, oh, I'm going to get a workout when I go in there, huh?
Well, you got to twist everything, and everything has to be in sync.
Yeah, but I've been practicing in my yard.
Yeah, much different than if you tear open a stitch and you're bleeding out on a
I'm telling you,
green.
I've been practicing.
That's wonderful.
With the turn.
Hey, dude, that's great for you.
I went lifting the other day.
But as a dude, just wait till the end. You're right there. Wait till the check's done, dude. This is how people really fuck things up.
I know.
Dude, you ever pull cake out of the oven too early, where it looks done, but then you cut into it and it's like a pizza that's still a little doughy? Sucks. Ruins the whole experience.
What the fuck are you talking about? That's like the same material cake ball is made out of. Cake balls are delicious.
Cake balls, no. They're still more cooked.
You
ever eat a doughy pizza?
Yeah, I love doughy pizza.
No. That's gross.
Pizza.
No.
We had them all the time growing up in high school.
No. I don't even think that was dough.
Because the lunch ladies wouldn't cook them all the way.
They cooked them to whatever the time limit said.
Sometimes they either cooked them really burnt and they gave you a discount.
I like that. Those are mine. Yeah. I like those ones. I was like, give it to me crunchy, bitch.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's how I like it.
That's a shirt. Give it to me crunchy, bitch.
Dude, we're going to stop doing this and just make shirts.
If you want to give it to me crunchy, bitch, we're on Anchor, Apple, Spotify, and Google Podcasts at the Lunch Table PBJ. Is probably how you're listening to us right now. So if you are,
go ahead and doing that. Stop touching my weenus.
We're on YouTube and Rumble at the Lunch Table PBJ. That's probably how you're watching us right now. So if you are,
go ahead and doing that.
You're welcome for looking so sexy.
Bam, 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 bam.
Mustard! We're on Twitter at Lunch Table PBJ. That's how you can stay up to date in everything that we're doing, as well as take care of our polls. I don't think we're going to
On God, bro.
Already said there's enough white people to embarrass us. That was your words, not mine.
I'm just talking like the kids do. Cap, bro. Cap.
Skibbity Riz. I don't think we're going to do a poll today. I think we're actually going to do a small discussion. Now, mark it down below as that. Which home bowl is your favorite bowl?
Yeah, what's your favorite toilet you ever shat in?
Yeah.
What's your William Shatner toilet?
Ooh.
Will you shat here toilet?
That's another t-shirt, man. We're slinging them today.
Dude, see what happens when we get blue balls? Good ideas. Good ideas.
Good ideas.
Great ideas.
We're on Facebook at the Lunch Table PBJ, as well as our fan page, The Munchies. That's how you can really stay up to date with everything that we're doing, as well as tell us how we're doing.
Oh, I love it when you shove your opinions down my throat and tell me how to think.
My opinions, dick or wig.
Oh, dude, I dig those. Your opinions, if I ever got my hands on them, I'm shoving my dick so far down.
Does it make that sound?
Some of your opinions. Yeah. Some of your opinions are very slow. Some of them are as dry as a popcorn fart.
We're on TikTok Instagram, and YouTube Shorts at the Lunch Table PBJ. CJ takes care of those. He does a wonderful job, and he does some cool little highlights.
Some magic sometimes. Yeah, I do like our highlights.
Yeah.
Sometimes we do magic.
Let's not talk about the highlights I had in 10th grade.
Those are my favorite highlights. Another one is.
Glad yours are.
Another one of my favorites is, you liking Britney Spears highlights.
It's one of my favorites too. Speaking of blue balls. We're on Patreon at the Lunch Table PBJ. If you want to be one of those people that gives a little bit extra, that's the way to
donate. Like, share, subscribe. Do. What?
You almost got it. You almost did it without doing that. CJ,
I couldn't help myself. I can't help myself. If you're gonna sit here and repeat something, all that goes in my head is
gotta go fast.
Yeah, gotta go fast. Drew, thank you for being you. Even though she's not here, thank her for being her. Thank you guys for stopping in and watching this lovely show that we put on for free because we are weird. Drew, any of my advice for you is sometimes distance makes a heart grow fonder. See? Great idea. Ding! And that's how you know we're done.
We'll have to talk about it next episode.
You got any advice?
Nope.
Peace! I'm telling Sharon.
Go ahead. Hey! Wow! That really hurt!